What's up, Soul Family? Blessed day to you all. I trust everyone is well. Welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to quickly jump into this message because this message has been hounding at me for the last few minutes. And I'm literally in the middle of making dinner, but I was like, I need to just put this message out. I was like, let me just go ahead and do this recording. And maybe I'll just go ahead and, post it or upload it to YouTube later. Now, there's a union that's coming for some of you that is going to be shattering the matrix. Okay, there is a union, and I have goosebumps all over as I'm saying it. There's a union that's coming for some of you that is going to be shattering the matrix. And the message specifically said this union is going to shatter the matrix. For some of you, those that this message resonates with, you have a soul resonance with somebody that is literally coming from past lifetimes to fulfill some kind of new world order, new earth mission, okay? And this union is specifically meant to target the matrix and the various things in the matrix, or the various conditionings and beliefs and all those things that the matrix puts people in, that the matrix puts women individually in and men individually in. And another thing that was coming through for me to highlight about this message is that this is not about same-sex relationship. Now, I love my LGBTQ family, but this is not about same-sex relationship. So for instance, if you are LGBTQ, this is not your message. Okay, now what was coming through specifically was that this union is meant to basically break down the norms of the matrix and re-establish the balance of the feminine and the masculine energy in a way that literally strips the matrix of all the things that it put in place to make it make sense to be under those norms. So I feel like, again, with this being a union that is a part of a mission of the New World Order, and I'm not talking about the New World Order as in I've heard some people speak about the New World Order being like the elite or the powers that were, establishing this new world. And I'm speaking of New Earth. I'm speaking of specifically New Earth, the New Earth that is in a higher vibration, the New Earth that is beyond the 5D vibration. And what was coming through was that whoever this person is, it's like for some of you, you've met this person, maybe not physically, but you've met this person in a way where your soul's resonance, the resonance within your soul, has established a certain level of communication between you guys where you are actively in communication with each other in the spirit. So I feel like it's almost as if like for some of you, you and this person are in an active relationship or in an active union in the ethers. And another thing that was coming through heavily was dreams. Okay, some of you are having dreams of a specific person, somebody in your energy that you are connecting to or connected to, and you are having very vivid dreams of this person, and it's almost like you and this person are having a whole life, a whole different reality in the ethers, or like basically a whole different reality where it's like a very different world. In some of you, you are having these dreams as part of the world that you're already in, but if it is with this person. Now, another thing that was coming through was how for a lot of you, this soul resonance only happened after you came out of a certain relationship or situationship with somebody else. And what was coming through heavily was a false twin flame. So this message could be for people that also identify as twin flames, and could be for people that have a high level soulmate that they're meant to be in union with in this lifetime. Okay. And this was coming through as whatever this connection was, it happened after you broke off something or just came out of some kind of situationship or relationship with somebody that you thought was your twin flame or was the soulmate that you were meant to be in union with. And this union was meant to show you how it was supposed to be, in almost like a way to like activate your heart, to put your heart in the highest state or highest frequency so that you could connect with them on that soul level. And so I feel like what had to happen before you came in union with each other was some kind of heartbreak or some kind of like, some kind of like separation with somebody that you thought was going to be, or some of you, this could have even be some like an actual like marriage. You could have divorced from somebody and then you met somebody else and then they feel like it's like your soul recognizes them, because that's another thing that's very heavy in this energy. It's like a soul resonance. There's a soul resonance between the two of you that goes beyond words. It's like it goes beyond words. It's almost as if like your soul is not just recognizing each other. It's recognizing what your union is supposed to be for. Your souls are not just recognizing each other. It's recognizing the mission or the purpose of you two being together. And so for some of you, as this is happening in the ethers, it is literally still shattering the matrix in the sense that things are happening within the ethers, within the two of you, in your energy that is reflecting in your physical world, that is different from how you would act before, how you used to be. Your perspective is changing in a way where it's not exactly because of something the person is saying to you every day or some kind of conversation you're having, but as a result of a much deeper thing, because in the spirit realms, the two of you are connecting, and as above, so below, as in spirit, so in physical. So this spiritual connection that is happening, if this is in a dream stage, you're waking up and then it activated something within you. Now, Spirit is asking it's like with this shattering of the matrix in the physical, there's going to be something very, not odd, but different between the two of you. Both of you could be very different from each other. You could come from totally different worlds or different cultures. Or you could be two people that had very different perspectives from what the other had in the state where they were still rising into that frequency or rising into that alignment. Hold on one second, guys. Or like rising into alignment, okay? And this is going to be something that begins or sparks I'm hearing or seeing eyes. And I'm hearing also rumors. So for some of you, this is going to spark some kind of like, not like an outroar, but like socially it's going to spark like just like attention in a way where people are really going to be wondering what it is that got the two of you together, or what it is that brought the two of you together. And it's not just going to be because of how you both look. It's not just going to be because of, the fact that you're together. It's going to be the fact that they can feel, they can sense the energy that is emitted from both of you together. It's almost like they will know that this is a different kind of love. You understand? And for some of you, I feel like this is something that for some of you, you've been feeling. It's like because of these like spiritual meetings that have been happening with you and this companion, you have been sensing it. It's like in your physical awakening, you can sense that there's a special union that has been planned for you. Okay. Like, was it, I don't remember. I think it was yesterday. Somebody asking about my relationship status, and I was like, I'm waiting for someone. And it wasn't even in a sense like waiting as in like, there's somebody that, I'm waiting for. It was in a state of like a knowing. And I explained it as like, there's somebody that God has prepared specially for me, and I am waiting on him because I know God has prepared him specially for me. And that is my divine counterpart. It's that kind of knowing. Okay. And I'm hearing this song. I was actually hearing it in the beginning of the reading. I think it's by The Weeknd. Is it The Weeknd? I think so. I feel it coming, I feel it coming, I feel it coming, I feel it coming. That's the only part I remember, but yeah. Na 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 na. Okay. So for some of you, you are actually feeling it, okay? And this is part of how it is shattering the matrix, because for a lot of people that are in the matrix, okay, like let's say for women, for instance, for a lot of women that are still living under the norms of the matrix, they get to a point in their life where if they're still single, they are like, maybe my biological clock is ticking, or I'm not getting younger, or I want to have children, or I don't want to be alone. So they start to settle for relationships, or start to settle for a man in hopes that they can get married before a certain time is done. And for those that, like, let's say have been divorced or were married before, they because of the norms of the matrix, they get into a state where they begin to feel either shameful or less of themselves, or the fire within them is quenched, where they are like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to meet a soulmate or have the kind of relationship that, I can call God ordained, because, I'm a divorcee, maybe I have children and all those things. But it's like this union, it won't matter when you're divorced or the fact that you're divorced. For some of you, it won't matter the fact that you have children already, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children already. It won't matter that you are older or you've passed a certain mark in age that you think is supposed to be the limit of when you're supposed to be married. This union is going to happen in a way where it's like it's literally going to erase all those things. It's like when you're with this person, you are just going to just feel. The feeling is going to bring a knowing that assures you, like makes you know that this is it. This is the union that does everything that my heart is looking for, because it is God ordained. And how it's going to be shattering the matrix is like people are going to be seeing it, and then they're going to be realizing like, oh, so and so and so is this years old. But look, they found the perfect partner for themselves, even at this age, and they're having a blissful, beautiful marriage or relationship or companionship. For some of you, it's going to be other single mothers looking at you and be like, you know what? I don't have to settle for toxic relationships or for toxic men, or just settle for any man because I want a union and I don't want to be alone, or because of my children, because there's a special man out there that will love me wholly, that God has ordained for me, and it doesn't matter that I already have children. You understand? And I think on the masculine part, it's just in so many different ways. The masculine part is just going to be in so many different ways, because for the divine masculines listening to this union is going to like put your heart in the highest state or the highest frequency, highest vibration that it's been in. It's going to strip, and I'm seeing like, I wanted to say walls, but what I'm seeing is like metal cage, like a metal cage, but the metal cage is like rusty. Okay, so it's like for some of the divine masculines have had like a metal cage around their heart that is like a rusty, and it's rusty, it's like it's been long, it's like it's old, and it's like this love is going to rip that what do you call it? Not tear, thank you, Spirit. It's going to tear down this metal cage so the heart can beat freely, because that heart is getting big and it needs more space. Expansion. It needs more space to expand. It needs more space to expand. And so it's going to be things in your nature, things about you, like take it how it resonates, whether you're a divine masculine or a divine feminine, you know how to place it. So it's going to be things within your heart that causes you to start to see things in a whole new light. It's going to be the change in your perspective. It's going to be in how you move. But it won't just be how you move. It's going to be the outcomes that you receive from how you move. So in a space where you would have been more logical, you are going to balance that out with your heart and allow your heart to take the lead where it needs to. And some people are going to be like, why is he operating from that space? It's like, this is like a doggy dog world. It's like he's going to go under for. And then to their surprise, it's going to turn out even better than expected, or even better than it would have if you had just done the whole logical thing. And it's really going to be showing other masculines like, oh, okay, so maybe it's not so bad to like not just use that whole doggy dog mentality, or just use that logical, operating from the masculine side energy, but also tapping it into the feminine side and allowing the feminine urges to like, take the forefront when it's needed, of course in balance, like intuition. A lot of masculines are not tapped into their intuition because they see intuition as, something that's more like a woman's thing. It's like, it's about the numbers, it's about the logic, it's about statistics, it's about data. And this union is going to push them into a space where you're going to be seeing how you are operating, or how your divine masculine is going to be operating. And then it's going to be the confirmation to them that actually, this whole divine feminine energy that we're meant to be tapping into is actually not bad. And so for those that are not able to tap into this themselves, they are going to be what? Allowing themselves to experience the feminine energy in a different way that helps them to connect with that side of themselves. And this is where the matrix is truly going to start to shatter. This is where the matrix is truly going to start to shatter, because a lot of these masculines are going to be seeing things from a whole new light. And another thing I'm hearing is how for a lot of the masculines, it's been difficult for a lot of divine energies to come through to them because that side is shut off. So with that side being opened up again, it's going to allow a lot of divine energies to be able to reach them. And they're going to be receiving divine guidance that they're going to follow. It's not going to feel like, oh, well, why am I feeling this? Or why am I thinking this? Let me put that to the side and just do according to, the logical way that I'm used to. Because they're going to be opening themselves up to what? Receive divine messages, which is tapping into their intuition, allowing their gut feeling to guide them sometimes. And the best thing about this I'm hearing, I was actually hearing the perfect thing about this is, or the best thing is like it's going to be in perfect balance. It's going to be in perfect balance. And I'm hearing yin and yang. Okay, so I feel like this union is part of how the divines are ushering the chosen light workers, light warriors, however you call yourselves, but specific people who are meant to be in the forefront of the establishment or the foundation of new earth into action. And I think for a lot of us, we think that it's going to be in a way where, it's going to be like projects and businesses, and it's going to be things, establishment and communities. It's going to be all those things too, yes. But it's going to start with unions. It's going to start with unions. The communities and all those things that we're building or that we're allowing ourselves to be part of, those things are just a part of the evolution of us. The evolution of self is what I'm hearing. Those things are just part of the evolution of self. But the true work, the true building of the foundation is going to start with the unions, because there's going to be an establishment of balance. And again, these unions are not just meant for, people to feel hope, like, hope in love. And no, it is meant to shatter a certain ideology. It is meant to rewire their perception, their mind to bring about new perception of what truly is. Wow. I absolutely love this message. I'm telling you guys, I love this message. If you know me already, you know I love love. I love love. So this is a beautiful message. It's like love that is not just for the sake of love that is for the sake of humanity, love that is for the sake of new earth, love that is for the sake of the establishment of a new world. You understand? Rid of all this evil, rid of all this negativity, rid of all this backward movement because of the matrix that we've been placed under. Whew. And I feel like, it's going to be a very beautiful period. It's going to be such a beautiful period. It's like there's going to be love floating in the air, floating on earth, that is going to literally make people hunger for divine union. It's going to make people hunger for a certain type of love that they never thought was possible, or a certain type of love that they never thought they themselves could receive or give. And that is going to be shifting a lot of things. Alright guys, I feel like this is all of this message. Let me get back to my cooking. And for anyone that resonates with this message, I think, celebrations are due. And not in the sense like, you have an idea who your person is, or you know what's coming, or no. Celebrations are due as in, I feel like for somebody, like, you've been wanting to be connected in a union that you know is like divinely guided. A union that you didn't settle for, or a union that you didn't have to break yourself for. And that's the union that's coming. As always, guys, please listen with discernment. Take only what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if this message resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe to help us reach even more of our soul tribe. Have a blessed day, guys.